what's up, guys? Wait, hold on. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. It might be a little pixelated, but, yeah, this is, as you probably saw the title, I'm probably going to change the base plate in a second. I just saw the title. This is my WW3 Scenario. By the way, this is not meant to be real at all. This is just meant to be a little fun thing, and yeah. Okay, so this is a bit bluey once again. Probably didn't get another base plate, but yeah, here we go. Okay, figured out the pixelation problem. Well, anyways, let's get started, shall we? Now, to start off the scenario, let's just assume that the U.S. gets a little fed up with Russia. So, the U.S. side will be blue, and Russia's side will be red. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, well, anyways, we're back. For real this time. Now, as I just said, U.S. blue team. Okay, let me just... Okay, we got U.S. I'm not going to get all the islands, by the way. I don't know the country's provinces absolutely perfect, so... Okay, we're starting off by making, since we'll just assume that Russia attacks first. We're going to assume that since the world's not actually flat, don't get mad at me because it's true. We'll start by Russia doing this, which the U.S. won't really like that very much. And since the U.S. doesn't want the soldiers to die and start World War III, because they probably don't want to, unless, I don't know. Canada's gonna join, and they're gonna pretty much all of NATO. Now, I don't know every single NATO member, so please don't get angry. I'm not gonna get it perfect. So we'll just assume Germany, France, UK, Spain, Italy, not Swiss, these two, Poland, and Ukraine, just because, Turkey, India, Japan, South Korea, Philippines, it's gonna take a while, Australia, don't worry, Tasmania, New Zealand, Indonesia, whoopsie daisy, Thailand, and yeah, we're just gonna do that for the blue side. Now for Russia's side, just give me a sec. Okay, it may not be completely accurate, but this is it. Okay, since the U.S. isn't really too happy with Russia, what they're gonna do is they're gonna do this. Well, first they're gonna push us back just a little bit, So so while their soldiers are doing this, they're gonna get some soldiers, bring it over here, make a push into Siberia. Now, since we know Siberia has 0 people, this is gonna be a lot easy, really easy for the U.S. to do. And make a push, and maybe a little push into this place. I forget what it is. And Japan and South Korea are gonna make a push in the north. We're also gonna go inside here, and I forgot to put Taiwan, so I'm just gonna do that. And they're gonna... Okay, so, and next, so they're gonna, as we know, Russia doesn't like Ukraine very much, so they're gonna make a push in Ukraine, and, by the way, they're gonna make a push in Ukraine. Belarus is gonna make a little push into Poland, along with Latvia. You know, the others may not be perfect, once again. Germany and all of Europe sends their troops over and make a little push back. They push them back out of Poland. And Switzerland defeats them all, and so I'm just kidding. And, I think Mexico would be on the U.S. side, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to put them on that side. Okay, let's just say Russia is like, okay, yeah, I'm probably going to lose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a nuke. So Russia's going to use a nuke. They're going to bomb, since they don't know they can't go on DC. they're gonna go right. Whoopsies. Oh no, put that back. They're gonna go right here. That hurt. That hurt too. That hurt. And hurt too. Okay, the U.S. is like, huh, you want to use some nuke, bro? Okay. So then what they do, they almost nuke Moscow, but they end up nuking Belarus, Kazakhstan, Russia, and North Korea, just to finish them off. They're just going to finish North Korea off. North Korea, just put them out of your misery. A little bit more in China, since the U.S. and the others hate China so much. They're going to put some inside Pakistan. And India's still going to make a push into Pakistan too. And then Russia's going to use some more, just a little bit more. Right here, Warsaw. They're going to take that in a second. Right here. Right here. Okay. Let's just get this bucket. They managed to get to Warsaw and Poland, so that wouldn't be too good. Yeah, so they got Poland. And as we're speaking, Russia ends up taking over Ukraine because U.S. and the other two occupied. So they end up taking Kiev and they catch Ukraine. Then they just take it all over. Okay. We're just gonna make sure the Mongols are on the U.S.'s side, and almost forgot about that part. I actually did forget about that part. Alright, so next, since the U.S. obviously for normal reasons wouldn't be too happy about Poland's and Ukraine's demise, they are going to try to take Poland back. By the way, they just take this back and try to take Poland back. Have some of the Russians surrounded, and they take it. Alright, the Russians, once again, and the others are exceptionally annoyed, man, because they're about to use, they're about to, lose some powers right now. Yeah, this is probably going to end up in a stalemate in the end, but we'll see. Okay, Russia, since they finally got their troops over here, because it's been like a year later, they're going to take some back. Like that. Just a little bit right here. Just a little bit, because the U.S. is going to keep on going, so. Russia's going to fight back a little bit. So it's going to look like, probably like this. Alright, China and Russia, since their troops are already over here, they probably brought naval ships into these places. So they're probably going to push North Korea, catch Pyongyang, and get North Korea back. Because North Korea, they need North Korea. Okay. And remember, this video is not supposed to be offending or political in any sort of way. It's just supposed to be a little fun thing. Alright? And since Chinese finally made their troops through the Himalayan mountains, and now they are attacking India. They're trying to get Pakistan back. Like that. And the Indians can actually I'm not an expert on anything. They could actually probably fight off the Chinese for a long time because their terrain and their exceptionally fourth strongest military in the world. So let's just say, in this case, since the Indians are probably more used to the terrain, they're probably gonna actually win this little war in a little bit. Alright, this is our world so far. Alright, so next, this is what's going to happen. Alright, so, more war inside Europe. Turkey is going to slowly but surely take these couple countries. Like this. Since Moscow's so close, Russia's going to act quick. And they're going to bring their troops down here. And we all know how Turkey versus Russia would go. Yeah, By the way, just because they want the expansion of the Soviet Union, they'd just probably take Moldova and Romania just because they feel like it. So they can have access to the Black Sea. So they can land, even though they already do. So they can land right here inside northern Turkey. So they can connect and slowly push their way down to Ankara. Alright. So Europe, exceptionally, wouldn't be too happy about this. So Italy, bring your troops over up here, and they'd push them back. Now Italy and Turkey versus Russia. Yeah, you guessed it. Wouldn't be too good. So they ended up catching wherever Ankara is. I don't know, here, there, everywhere. And they ended up annexing Turkey. Yeah. And since they're like, hey, Italy, why did you help them? I mean, yeah. But they would make a push into northern Turkey. Italy. And since the Russians didn't really attack the Spanish at all with a nuke, they're probably going to take that back. Same with France. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, there's still this one spot. So Russia is, because you're like, okay, Alaska, we'll leave you alone for now because you're terrain. They're going to make a land inside California and meet up with their token land. And they took the capital of U.S., Los Angeles. I'm just kidding. So, the U.S., once again, wouldn't be too happy. So they're going to chunk, split in half. Chunk, 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 chunk. And now the U.S. is going to try to put them troops inside of Europe so they can get towards Moscow. So they're going to be like, hey, Germany, my troops are inside Poland now. So they're going to make a push back since basically, yeah, they have all of NATO versus, the Russian forces inside Poland. Take that, take Warsaw, and they've taken Poland back. That was pretty smooth, can't lie. Oh yeah, they're also going to take Kaliningrad just because they feel like it. I don't know. Okay, the Russians are probably going to try to keep Ukraine. Because, that's what they do want to do. Oh yeah, I don't know where the Belarusian capital is. So let's just assume that they're not going to catch that because the Russians, if you guys geography nerds and history nerds know this, the Russians kind of like Belarusians, like a lot. And since the Russians don't really care about these guys, which I feel like these would be on the U.S.'s side. I don't know why I did this. Let's just assume I took this. There's. Wait, I don't get any ideas from what this Germany looks like. Do not get any ideas. Do not get any ideas, please. I'll give you a hint. 1939. But yeah. So anyways, they're gonna. By the way, we'll just mark Moscow in a very, very, very dark red. So probably somewhere like right there. This is Moscow. We're gonna mark the U.S. seals in a very, very light blue. Right? I know DC better, so right there. Okay. So, back over here. So, while the Russians mainly fight the troops over here, they're gonna also stretch down here. So now Belarus is in a bit of a pickle. And also they're gonna take a little bit of this back, so that at least have access to the sea so they can go over to Turkey. I'm gonna take this, by the way, just because Greece, I feel like, would also be on the U.S.'s side. I think, at least. And they would make a land inside Turkey and take some of this. Alright, the Russians' turn. They would take some of this and make a little push, connect, and keep on going. They'd also probably drop a nuke right on Warsaw and take that back. Because it would work, because they're already processing that, you know, they've just been taken back. They're back. So, voters pressing Poland looks like this. I have a feeling Poland's going to be taken and untaken a lot. And I feel like eventually these countries will just come to a stalemate, honestly. So I'll just pause the video and I'll show you guys the end results whenever I'm done with this. Okay, let me show you guys the final results. It stayed over here in Siberia about the same. They ended up taking South Korea. Japan's about unaffected. West Taiwan came back. India took some of this. They ended up pushing the Russian forces back. They got a little bit of Turkey. Mexico would also be theirs. I forgot about that. Mexico's theirs. Brazil's basically unaffected. You know, I'm gonna actually change that. They're gonna look like this. Russia took back Alexa for I don't even know what year. And it seems not much is really actually a lot happened. Yeah, a lot of countries have been unaffected, like Australia. Because, you know, like, how are these guys over here gonna get down here? I mean, their military, I'm sure, made a difference. I mean, I didn't really include that, but do not think this has actually happened. This is not meant to be accurate at all. And, yeah, just if you want to check out the map, just pause. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys soon, and adios.